What is happening in our country right now in the Southeast is, in some places, Katrina. In Asheville, North Carolina, FEMA has not arrived. They may make it today. The Red Cross has not arrived. They may make it today. Mercury One will be on the ground at what time?
We're hoping around 4 o'clock today.
4 o'clock today. We'll be on the ground in Asheville. We've chartered helicopters to bring in supplies, water, food. And I mean, it's really amazing what's happening. Benny Johnson is providing a couple of few pallets of water as well, and so it's just everybody coming together and the government not doing their job.
Yeah, it was crazy over the weekend. We worked nonstop to get just supplies. And what's crazy is that Congressman Corey Mills...
I should introduce you. This is J.P. Decker. He is the executive director of Mercury One.
Yeah, I reached out to, I texted with Congressman Corey Mills because he helped us with some of the Haiti and then also Maui and Israel. And I said, hey, do you have helicopters? He said, I can get you 2. And I said, great, let's do it. And so he got us 2 helicopters. We're hoping to leave today from Florida. They'll fly into Asheville. I actually have a contact on the ground in Asheville. He's a former Green Beret. And over the weekend, he lost all track of his wife and his 3-year-old daughter.
Oh, my gosh.
He was out of town and found out what happened, flew back, and ended up getting on a helicopter, found them in the midst of all the destruction and 100 other people that still hadn't been rescued. It's happening because, one, government hasn't shown up still, like you said. And yet again...
How's that possible?
That's what doesn't make sense. We've seen this already. Did we not learn from Maui? Did we not learn from East Palestine?
These again, our government is, it is truly remarkable how they just are not, it's like they don't care at all.
No. And
didn't Biden, we gave Ukraine all their money this weekend.
Yeah, just this weekend, which is now he's saying, well, we've given a lot already to help with the hurricanes. Well, no, you haven't given enough.
My gosh.
DeSantis, the Florida governor, they were hit extremely hard, but they were prepped. And, we are helping in Florida in some of the small rural areas. But he said, you know what, I'm going to send National Guard to North Carolina and help. So he's sending National Guard to help. And that's just eye-opening to me. And so, with that, but there's also, in the mountains, there's still people that are missing. Right now, they're saying roughly 600 are missing. And, so one of our other partners, Jack Brewer Foundation, he is up there and he has been working with a lot of the veterans who are just living up in the mountains and they have nothing. Everything's gone. And they were already living paycheck to paycheck. And so he's helping provide water, food. And
Did you read about the communications, Stu? That I thought it was Starlink. That Starlink, they're putting Starlink in Georgia and everything else. No, that's actually one of our partners, isn't it?
Yeah, ITDRC is one of the partners. They were the first in after the Lahaina fires, and they were the ones that got past the National Guard because they said, we have Starlinks and we'll help you get your communications set up because the National Guard had too many red tape to cut. And so ITDRC was able to go in, set it up, and they're doing the same now in North Carolina, in Georgia, in Tennessee. And that's Mercury One. That is the donors. That's what we do. When the government doesn't step in or they choose not to step in, we're there to restore the human spirit.
And there is no reason with all of the technology and all of the supplies and everything we have, our government is failing us time and time again.
Yeah.
To have this going on this weekend and then give those billions of dollars to Ukraine while you're not even where people are being lost, ambulances are underwater, filled with people they were trying to get to the hospital. They're dead.
Yeah.
And nothing. What is this?
These are our fellow Americans. Americans. We're giving billions to a country, but yet not our own Americans, not our own people. And they're hurting. They feel abandoned yet again from the government. Again, we don't think it's the government's job to do everything. But in this case, they should be stepping in. We should have the National Guard there, and we should have FEMA there. We should have this being done. But instead, Mercury One will step in and do it.
So we want to thank all of our partners, everybody that is involved, and I assume this is going to cost a fortune.
It is going to cost a fortune. In Asheville alone, they're saying that for the next few weeks, hundreds of thousands will be without clean water. Hundreds of thousands for weeks.
So if you want to make sure that water is there, food is there, we have partners on the ground. We will be in Asheville by 4 this afternoon. And there's no reason why any American should feel helpless. Not in today's world. If we want our government to do less, I'd like a little notice that they're just not going to show up at these things now. But it means we have to do more. And these are our own. This is our country. If you can give, please go to mercuryone.org. Is there a special place to donate?
It's all up on the front page.
Okay, it's all up on the front page. Go to mercuryone.org. 100% of everything we raise goes to the cause. So if you're donating now and you're going for this hurricane relief, every penny will go right to the cause. So please donate. We help those who are already helping. You can do it now at mercuryone.org. This is going to be very expensive. But there are citizens. There are fellow Americans. And we're going to need their help at some point. We all have to start thinking like farmers. It's not happening to me now, but it probably is going to happen to me down the road. Let's help each other, because in the coming weeks and months, there's no help that's coming. America crashes and we lose our dollar status. Nobody's coming and airdropping food to the United States. Nobody is coming to relieve us of all of our debts. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We have to depend on each other. And that's one of the things that Mercury One has done really, really well, is find out who is the first in, the last out, who spends the money and gets the biggest bang for the buck. And we've done this now for over 10 years. And we know who those people are. You're reading about them. You just don't know, as a listener, that you've contributed to them, that you are actually paying for what they're doing. Please join us at mercuryone.org. That's mercuryone.org.